I can go to bed, my conscience is clear, and I didn't sell out or trade my people just because I could be rich in Hollywood with a yacht out here on my. That could be my yacht right now. Imagine it's valued at $200,000, but I wouldn't move that damn yacht if I couldn't go back over in the black neighborhood and protest the black woman being raped.
Damn, with your integrity, nigga. Quick to sell your soul to be celebrities, nigga. I just found another way with a new recipe, nigga. You done sold your fucking life, now go and rest in peace, nigga. Damn, what the devil give you, he gon' take it back. Fuck the flow, peep the bars, I'm just spitting facts. If it mean giving life up, I don't fuck with that. I stand up for what I believe in, I'm saying that. You know how it go, nigga. Nip said keep the devil in his hole, nigga. And I would never sell my soul, even if it mean I gotta live my life broke. Yeah, to all the sellouts and the fakes, I'd rather go through all the pain to be the great. But most motherfuckers be too impatient to wait till they get what they wanted and realize they made mistakes.
What's the deal? What's the deal? We back with another one. PolitiKan per usual. Today, we got a youngin', man. Let's tap in with this young, talented youngin'. He's a boxer. He's an artist. And he out here getting to it, man. This youngin's work ethic is like no other, man. So, no, we got to bring them all in. You know, I got my co-host, Jen, tapped in. And DBK, we finna get to it.
Yeah.
What's the deal? What's the deal?
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got to get straight to it, man. Jaiden Too Fast. Let the people know who you are and where you from.
So bad. All right, so my name is Jaiden Too Fast. I'm a boxer and rapper from the city of Compton, you feel me? I've been boxing since I was 3 years old. I'm about to turn 17. I've been rapping since I was 6. So yeah, I just been grinding, staying at it, sticking to it. Been dropping music and still fighting, so you already know what it is.
Yes, sir. So from Compton. So Hub City. Jen tapped in. But you got, how you feel about that?
I feel good about it. And also, Jaiden, let me let you know I've been knew who you was since you was a little boy. So random, but years ago I did like a cover to Last Time I Checked. And you know, I used to pride myself when I was rapping and doing my own stunts, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Compton station. I'm gonna climb up in these letters. I'm gonna be the first one to do that. But then I found out that a little boy named Jaiden Too Fast had already did that. I was like, what? My homeboy, his name Compton Activist, and he was like, yeah, Jaiden Too Fast, he my homeboy's son. I was like, oh, send me the link. So then I was like, oh, I felt a little salty because I thought I was gonna be like the first one to do it, but big ups, you was already ahead of the game. So yes, I've been to who you were. I think you dropped that video in like 2016, and I think I put mine out like 2018 or something.
Oh,
like,
okay.
This boy.
Yeah.
Doing your own stunts.
Yeah.
So growing up in Compton, man, what would you say is like the biggest challenge, you know, coming from where you from?
The biggest challenge, I honestly don't know the answer to that question because for me it was different. I know my parents like they never really allowed me to be out in the streets like that. You know, they always kept me on a straight path. So for me, it was always, school, sports, and music. You feel me? You know, like it was always, a tight system with my parents. You know, that they never played anything as far as, allowing me to really get off track too much. So I was always just, mainly doing what I was supposed to do instead of, allowing, how other kids, they was out in the streets and stuff like that. That wasn't me, as far as growing up.
Now, like, how do you escape the peer pressure, though? You know, one thing is your parents trying to keep you on the straight line, but how, when you're dealing with your peers and your friends and you see people you growing up with, choose to go in that lifestyle, how do you, deal with that type of scenario?
It's funny because I talked about this to my pops, before. I actually pride myself in that situation because I see certain situations as far as with my friends, especially now being in high school. It's I see certain situations where, they try to do certain stuff like just to be cool, and like I kind of know like that's not me. You feel me? And I kind of like pride myself on being the strongest to know like even if they go that way, I'm gonna stick on my path, in the path of, what's right. And as far as, where it's going to take me the farthest. So, I mean, that's just how I look at it.
So like out of all the sports though, basketball, hoop, you know what I'm saying, football, those are the typical black kid sports. So did you ever dabble in like any sport other than boxing? What made you become a boxer and like what age did you start boxing?
Um, for a minute, I was playing baseball for a minute. Um, it was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The majority of my mom's side of the family, they're really into baseball. So, I ended up trying it out. But I started training when I was 3 years old. My dad initially started to train me in the purpose of, self defense. So I never got bullied in school or anything like that. But I think like around the age of 5 and 6, he actually saw that I really had talent, and I was fast and that I was good at it. So, from then on, we just kind of started to take it seriously. And then, now, I am where I am now. So,
So then like as far as like boxing, is your father like a boxer? Did you have boxing in your family, and that's why he started to train? How did he have the skill set that in the thought process to throw you in boxing?
right. So, before I was born, my dad, like, he would tell me, like, he was a fighter, but before I was even born. So, as far as, boxing goes, that's where, I get that from. Nobody really in my family was a fighter except for him. And then, through him being a fighter, he naturally taught me how to fight and how to protect myself.
Now, are you only looking at as far as boxing? Have you looked into MMA? Have you looked into kickboxing? Are you interested in anything other than just straight up boxing? Because there's a lot of avenues for fighting nowadays that you can actually make a good living off of this. And as far as boxing itself, it's kind of in a bad place because you aren't getting the fights that you want. We got Javante Davis versus Garcia, coming up next weekend. But this is the first time in years that you're starting to get the fights that you actually want in boxing. So have you looked at in like MMA or any type of other fighting besides boxing?
Nah, man, not really. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I know that there are other types of, fighting styles as far as, like you said, MMA and all types of stuff like that. But I was never really interested in those types of fighting styles. I feel like, boxing for me, was it, since I was young, well, not only was it, all I was taught, but it's just, I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's a certain feeling about boxing, that I have that I feel like only a fighter can understand. But boxing has always been it for me. Anything else is just kind of out of the question. But
That was a good question because I was gonna ask about if you were interested in like dabbling in the wrestling, which I know is completely different from boxing, even though it's still a different style of fighting because of the Compton Wrestling. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like Compton Wrestling League or something like that.
mm,
I've been seeing a little bit of the advertisement on that.
Jaiden,
mm,
I have
yeah,
a question. I seen the Muhammad Ali picture on your video in the intro when we came in,
hmm
and I was just wondering, have you ever seen the movie Concussion?
nah, I don't think I have.
All right, I was just wondering, what is your input on long term boxers that do get concussions? Um it's goes around, and the main sport that gets it is like boxers and football players because of the hits and stuff like that. So I want to,
hmm
how do you plan to avoid, or do you plan to be a boxer? Do you plan to take this career long term, or music long term, or which one is it going to be, or do both?
Right now, yeah. So to
And
answer your question,
matter of fact, not to cut you off, how do you feel about the concussions? Because taking too many blows to the head can lead to that.
right, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So to answer your question, stuff like that happens like when a fighter stays in too long. You feel me? I feel like I've already been doing this, boxing for a long time. You feel me? I started when I was 3. I'm about to be 17. So for me right now, that's 14 years, and that's a long time already. So for me, as far as long term, I don't plan to stay in boxing long term. You feel me? I just plan to get in, and get out, make my money, and then that's it. Invest, into my future. Invest in the other things that could make me more money, and just enjoy early retirement. You feel me? Kind of like something like Tank Davis. I think Tank Davis uh, mentioned something like that as far as him wanting to retire from boxing soon. But he hasn't even really been in a game like that for a long time. At least as far as in the pros. But like he said, that's smart though, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, when you stay in the game too long, that's what what happens. You eventually something end up breaking down in your body. You get a concussion, or something eventually goes wrong. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
what are
real.
some?
That's real. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna ask, what are some of the things that you're interested in doing post boxing and putting on for your city in such a way?
mm, I mean, I don't know. I definitely want to give back. You feel me? That's why I think Muhammad Ali is one of my most favorite and influential fighters, because not only was he just a great boxer, he was also for the people. He also represented his people, and spoke up for him. And I feel like that's kind of like what I want to follow in his footsteps, because I see a lot of fighters, and all they're about is just them, for themselves, and getting the bread. But I feel like there's so much more to life than just money. And as far as certain other aspects that they're looking for. But
Very good.
Now that's real though. So
I
as
love
far
it.
as the music side of things, you
mhm.
said you started doing music at 6 years old. Like, what was your start in music? What made you pursue music?
Right. So my dad, he's a producer. He has a degree in music engineering. So when I was little, I was always rolling with him. You feel me? I was always in the studio with him. I would see him, recording other artists, and I was intrigued by the process of music. And it came a point in time when I was 6 years old that I was like, this is what I want to get into. And he told me, he was like, all right, but if you want to get into it, like, I'm not going to take it easy on you. You feel me? Like, I'm going to treat you just how I treat these artists. If this is what you want to do, you're going to have to be for real about it. So that's when we started. And I believe, like, at the age of 7, that's when I dropped either my first record or my first album. I think it was my first record, though, one of the two. But yeah, that's how I got into it, though.
So it was one of those records that time that Jen was referring to?
Yes.
Nah. I think, yeah, I think it was when I was 10. I think that's when Compton came out. I think that's the record that she's talking about.
Yes, I am. I was like, okay. At first, I was like, I thought I was doing something. I was like, oh, but you were so cute. It was like, I can't be, like, I can't be mad. And all I could think is, like, commend the parents for pushing your dreams at such a young age. But you had so much talent to be so young.
Right. Right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Been out here grinding a while.
Yeah. So as far as people and your music, man, what track would you point music people to if they want to hear a track? As far as knowing who Jaden Too Fast is as an artist.
Mm, that's a good question. You know what? I feel like integrity would be one of them for sure to look at. I feel like 100 bars is another one. That's one of my favorite tracks as far as just showing off the skill. But I think those would be my two records to point people to, because I know when I end up dropping the new album, a lot of people were saying that they liked Integrity. That was the one that I was getting the most feedback from. So I would definitely point people to that record right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what
So
genre would you say you was in though?
My bad. What'd you say?
What genres would you say you were in?
Mm, I mean, I don't know. I see. It's crazy because I'll be talking to my dad about this all the time. We we're always looking to like change up the game, right? We're always looking for something new, because especially like with new artists now these days, and this is kind of like what I'm about to say is kind of the reason of why we created the song Integrity. Like, they're if you hear some of these new artists, they're not really speaking on anything too much positive. You feel me? They always speaking on something negative, or whatever it is, they sold to get it. And I feel like with me, it's like I kind of like want to change that narrative, as far as instead of talking about negative or selling your soul, like do it right. You feel me? Like, do it positive. I feel like in this world there's so much negative, all the time when you look around, that sometimes you forget to look at the positive aspects of things, and like what you should actually be taking the time to appreciate. So for me, I probably say like regular hip hop. I kind of like that old school sound, like that, like Logic, like those Logic type records. And yeah, I don't know. I'll probably say old school hip hop though. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
So,
um
go ahead. Go ahead.
I mess with that. I checked out your content and everything, because that's what I do before I interview every artist. I
Right.
check out content and stuff. So, and I think it sounds dope. And I was listening to you, and I know your stuff is very very commercial. Like, you could put your shit on the radio for real. Like, you don't cuss, you don't you don't talk about anything that's about, you don't even use profanity. You don't talk about anything with the females, degrading them. Like, you're a real stand up kid with the lyrics and shit. I checked you out for sure, because that I'm that nigga that's gonna check. I'm a double check and triple check and quadruple check. Trust me.
Yeah. Nah,
Yes,
nah.
sir.
It's as far as the profanity part, I only did that with the record Integrity. I'll probably get into a little more of that later, but that's probably one of some of the only records that I did that with.
Mhm. So what's next for Jaden Too Fast in 2023? What you got coming for us this year?
Man, right now, mainly we're just kind of like focused on the boxing. You feel me? We plan to turn pro like later this year, hopefully, if everything is right. So right now, I'm just been in the gym training, putting in that work. I kind of decided to, or as a team, we kind of decided, to lay out the music a little bit. We still gonna be dropping a few records here and there, but as far as creating an album, we probably gonna wait, take a little time before we do that. But yeah, like I said, right now we just kind of like focus on the boxing and trying to make that lead to the pros.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now we're gonna get into the 10 with tapped in. So let's get to it.
All right. I think your mic is muted.
Your mic is muted.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off, easy, and then we'll go into a little bit more random things that might, trip you up. You ready?
All right.
All right. Okay. Number 1. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. We're going to have to edit out the train. It's right here by mine.
We can't hear it. Go ahead.
Oh, you can't? It's so loud to me. Okay. Okay. So, number 1. Chips or crackers?
Chips.
Tacos or burgers?
Damn, that's a hard one, because I like carne asada tacos, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'll probably say burgers.
Okay. When you are talking to the girls, do you prefer lace fronts or protective styles?
What? Yo,
Hey, don't get stumped. I don't even know what that is, bro.
yeah, I'm not
I
even
know
gonna
what a
lie.
lace front is,
What's the
but
difference with
Protective
that, bro? I don't
styles.
even know.
Okay, let me tell y'all what a protective style is. A protective style is like kind of natural hair, like braids or a wet hairstyle, which is like my slick down, or like when a woman wear her real hair, dreads, are a protective style? Like
Nah, yeah, I get it. I'd probably say protective style. You feel me? I like it all natural, so.
natural. Okay.
Hey, real hair.
I mean, but it's not always real hair because braids aren't always real hair, but they're still a
I feel you.
protective style because they protect the real
I
hair.
feel you.
You
I
understand what I'm
feel you
saying?
on.
I don't know. Okay, so Kendrick or J. Cole? I already know.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe.
I gotta say Kendrick. I gotta say Kendrick.
Oh, okay. I'm like, let me
Nigga,
find
when
out.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm from Compton. You feel me? So I gotta roll with Kendrick. So yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, maybe I know. When you was like, oh, let me think. I like, oh, you gotta think about it. Okay. I'm not mad because J. Cole is hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Regarding the young up and coming rappers who are out here doing their stuff right now, conscious rappers, Simba or La Russell?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I even listened to him. I'm gonna have to check him out.
Really?
But I don't think I listened to him yet.
that's a real dude.
Oh,
I mess with your answer, bro. I respect that.
Nah,
I
I'm gonna
respect
just be
it.
honest, bro. I got no reason to lie, bro. If I, you feel me? You ask me a question, I'm gonna just be truthful, bro. Like I ain't even listened to him yet. So
As you should, but you definitely should check them both out because they're both young men and they're both from the West Coast and they both are kind of like lyrically barring it up out here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, moving forward, bowling or skating?
bowling,
Okay. Karaoke or dancing?
karaoke. I am not a dancer, bro. I hate dancing. I'm gonna just
So-
be real, bro. Dancing is probably one of the. I probably hate dancing the most, bro. I do not like dancing, bro.
And you had to keep it
Okay.
to the 2-step, Jaiden. I'm telling you, keep it to the old 2-step, bro. Don't even trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tams or Lewisburger?
Tams.
That's right. Snoop or Dre?
Damn, bro. Hey, all right. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say Dre don't count because Dre is a hard producer, but bro didn't really write his raps like that. So I think I probably might have to say Snoop on that one, bro.
Okay.
Lyric wise, I think I probably might have to say Snoop.
Okay, and that was 10, but since you weren't sure about number 5, I'm going to ask this last one. Mayweather or Ali?
Ali, 100%.
Okay.
Mayweather didn't even come close. I mean, he's good skill wise, but he don't come close to Ali, bro.
Well, I'm glad that we found out those facts about you, that you rather do karaoke than dancing, that you like natural hair, that you like your Tams burger. Which one is your favorite one?
I was about to say, you got to ask them which one, though.
Oh,
Because you know me, I'm going off of 54th and Broadway.
I'm going off of Rosecrans and Central, where I grew up.
Yeah, the one that we go to is Central and Rosecrans.
That's right. That's where Suge Knight went to jail. For those of y'all who don't know.
That shit tripping. All right, but let's get to this.
Well, I went to jail, but you know.
Integrity music video. So we're gonna play your music video right now. We're just gonna get your thoughts on the production, the song, and the background about the putting it all together.
All right, for sure.
Where's the right layout? There we go. All right, here we go. Let's watch this integrity.
All right, let's see what's on this damn TV.
Okay, who shot this video?
So about a week, not today, bro, about a week ago, I sold my soul. You understand what I'm saying?
The Island Boys.
Ever since I
You was
sold
looking
my
at
soul,
this,
I
what
haven't
the
been
hell?
happy ever since.
This tripping, bro.
I'm not even capping. It's because, listen, I had to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because, like, I had to do it because I was trying to make it, like, you feel me?
Money means nothing to me. Starbucks, when it comes to the freedom of your people. So everything I'm doing.
So what made you put this quote in here from Ali?
If it means look for
Um,
a job, I'll
that
be
was
happy
because
because
my
I
dad
can go to bed, my conscience is clear,
telling me
and
that
I didn't sell out or trade my
video,
people just
and
because I could be
spoke
rich
to
in
him. So
Hollywood with
we
a yacht
decided
out here
to
on my that could be my yacht
record
right there.
about it.
Imagine
You know, like I
excited
said, Ali was
200,000,
for the
but
people.
I wouldn't
So
move that damn yacht if I couldn't go back up in the black neighborhood and protest the black woman get raped.
Damn, for your integrity, nigga. Put to sell your soul to be celebrities, nigga. I just found another way with a new recipe, nigga. You done sold your fucking life, now go and rest in peace, nigga.
So you said you cursed in this song for a specific purpose. Why did you choose to curse in this song?
If it mean giving life a call, fuck with that. I stand up for what I
Um,
believe in. I'm saying that.
for this record, I
You know how it
because
go, nigga.
it was
Nigga said keep the
specifically
devil in his
for,
hole, nigga.
you know, my artistry,
And I would never sell my
as far
soul,
as
even if it
because
mean
of
I
the
gotta
fact,
live my life broke.
you know, when you feeling something,
Wanna sell out to the
as far as,
base.
you know, on
I'd
the
rather
track,
go
when you
through
about to
all the
write,
pain to be the
feeling
great.
it, kind
The
of
most
can't really
motherfuckers be too
control
impatient to wait till they get what they wanted
or
and
hold
realize they
back,
made
you know,
mistakes.
feeling.
Man,
And
what's
at
wrong
this
with you
moment,
niggas? I don't even
I
wanna
remember
do a
because
fucking
that
song
beat
with you niggas.
Warren,
Oh, just really
uh,
get on, say your soul ass
back,
niggas. That's
my
why I
dad,
ride
he
alone
started,
and I
you
don't
know,
fuck
working
with
on
you
the beat,
niggas.
and I just
Damn,
started writing
we're
to it.
nations apart.
And
With
based
two
off the topic
generations,
of
you ain't
what we
having
was
a
talking
heart.
about, as
This
far as,
beauty
you
in
know,
the
how people
struggle,
was
so
selling
just
their
master your
soul,
art. That's why
I
we
had
pray to
something
God
to
to
say
keep
about it.
doing my
And,
part.
you know, the way that I was
Yeah,
feeling, you
if
know,
there's a
I
purpose in
wasn't
being
about
king,
to say
I'd rather
that,
be
you know,
broke by
nobody.
serving in God. My parents raised a real man. I came to serve the game, but to say your soul shit is really just fucking lame.
Money
Where
means
did you
nothing
locate at right
when it comes to the freedom of
My
your
bad.
people.
What'd you say?
Everything
Where was you located right there?
tomorrow. If it means be raggedy,
Uh,
if it means look for a
it was like
job,
desert
I'll be
somewhere.
happy
I
because
don't
I
know
go to
exactly
bed,
where, but it
my
was somewhere.
conscience is clear, and I didn't sell out or trade my people just because I could be rich in Hollywood with a yacht out here on my that could be my yacht right now. Imagine it's valued at 200,000, but I wouldn't move
So
that damn
does your
yacht if I
dad
couldn't go
produce
back up
all
in the
your
black
records? Is
neighborhood
that
and
mainly where
protest
you
the
get
black
your
woman
beats
get
from?
raped.
Yeah. He be producing my tracks.
I didn't sell out. I didn't sell out or trade my people.
And who you said shot the music video?
My team, his name is Carlos. He shot the video.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure.
Fast Media.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. Yes, sir.
Visuals was nice, man. I like the concept. That shit was hard.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. So to end this interview off, man, we got the winning teams. Rapid fire questions, man. So let's get to it.
You already know. DBK, the winning team, man. These is 10 rapid fire questions that I think your fans would like to know about you, Jaiden. You ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So what I know I checked you out on your page and stuff. I just want to know, what is your priority right now? Boxing or music? And if it's both, how do you balance both of them out?
Specifically right now, like I said, since we trying to turn pro, I gotta say boxing is, in priority. But typically, it would usually be both. And how do I balance that? I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. It's kind of hard, try to balance both. You got to think, because usually people just do one at a time, but trying to do both, and still me being a high school student, yeah, trust me, it can get rough. But I just gotta stay focused. You feel me? Trust God. He got me. He put me on this earth for a reason. So I just gotta trust the process and trust that He'll get me through it.
That's right. That was a good answer, brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, thank
Two.
you.
Number two, I know you answered one of these questions already.
Mhm.
Who is Larry and Carlos to you, and how do they help your team?
Right. So Larry's my dad, and Carlos he kind of like runs all the media stuff. But like I said, they're like family to me, and they really teach me the ropes as far as like everything that I need to know, like not just in like the music game or the boxing game, but like just life period. They got my back for sure, 100%, and I can ask for nobody else better, because I know, as far as what they've been through, and I know that they're care enough about me to make sure that I'm on the right path. So I appreciate them both, because you know, a lot of people aren't willing to, sit down and actually put time into their son, and just to make sure that they do something positive with their life. So I gotta give, shout outs to my pops because he's always been there for me since day one. No matter what it is that we went through, no matter the challenges, he was always there for me. He never quit. And even Carlos too. He been there for me. And yeah, there's just some real important people in my life. I wouldn't be where I am without them.
That's what's up, brother. I respect that. You gonna be a great man yourself because you gonna put somebody in position just like they put you in position. You dig what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah. Thank
Good
you.
experience. You got good people around you. Let's go. Question number 3. What's a major project or fight you got coming up that your fans should look out for?
Uh, my debut right now. That's what y'all should be looking for because that's what I'm looking for sure. My debut right now is coming up. Like I said, that's why I'm in the gym, training diligently. To get ready for that. So be looking forward. All my fans, whoever it is that's looking, tune in for that. Just be ready.
All right, for sure. That's dope. Y'all make sure y'all look out for his debut, man, coming up. You already know Jaiden too fast. Don't play with him. Stay with him. All right. You already know. I checked out your website and all that. I see you got a lot going on. You got shit cracking, man. So let me know. Heart of a Champion. What was the inspiration behind that album?
Mm. Well, I mean, kind of self-explanatory as far as with the heart of a champion. Like I said, you know, you see a lot of people, in one lane. Either it's just boxing or rapping, and both those lanes is hard. Whatever you choose, but doing both at the same time, that's a situation where it's rare, and you got to have that, one special person that's rare in order for you to do that. And I feel like, you got to have the heart of a champion, not just to do it in one, but to do it in both, because you know, like I said, I've been boxing for 14 years, and a lot of people quit even before the point that I got to, and I still haven't even made it pro yet. But like I said, you got to have the heart of the champion to even push through all the challenges and the hard times and the late nights. No sleep, and you still got to wake up to handle more business, and it's like all that. You got to have the heart of champion to really get what you want and to know what you're worth. So
That's right. Yes, sir. That's hard, man. I might have to go check that out on my playlist, man. Tap in. You already know Heart of a Champion. So
yes.
this is a random question. Out of these two artists, who would you rather collab with, Trippie Redd or Polo G?
Uh, honestly, probably Polo G. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll probably say Polo G.
Yes, sir. Nice and direct, man. You already know what's going on. Tap in. Number 6. What made you start the J2F clothing line?
Well, that with the Jaden Too Fast clothing line, that was the purpose of trying to get my name out there. You feel me? Um, to really get people to know who I am. So, and plus just to represent myself. My dad, he always told me this all the time. If you're not representing yourself, or you're not building your own brand, and what you're doing, and he always told me that since I was a little kid. I took that to heart. It's funny because since I be going to school, a lot of people, they don't understand. Of course they're not gonna understand because they're not me. They don't see the vision, but it's cool. But they be thinking, oh, like it's embarrassing or whatever. But it's like it's cool because why you over there paying $300 for some brand? It's like I'm out here over here building my own. But yeah,
That's real. That's real. You out here hustling. I see you, bro. I see you.
Exactly.
You already know. Tap in.
yeah,
Uh,
come on, bro. You
number
gotta have that money, bro.
7. We gonna keep going. Number 7. What what type of health or fitness tips can you give an upcoming boxer that's watching you right now?
Um, damn. I can't say don't even eat junk food, bro, because I look to be hypocritical, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Sometimes I be slacking off a bit, but just stay in the gym, bro. Just stay training. You feel me? Stay in shape. Definitely run, bro. Because if you want to, train or fight, whatever the case, bro, you need to run. You need to have wind for sure. So I'll probably say to run. Definitely need to run, get that air in, bro.
Yes, sir. Get that cardio. Y'all already know condition. Make sure y'all tap in with Jaiden Too Fast, man. He gonna let y'all know what the deal is. Number 8. How important is it to you to have a good team and backup?
Oh, 100%. Like I said earlier, I value my team very much, and it's important that I have them by my side because no matter what, they'll always let me know when I'm doing something wrong, and they'll always, correct me on it. And I feel like when even in boxing or even in the music world, it's important to have somebody like that that'll be real. Because I see other people, in the boxing game that just got like straight yes men in their corner, bro. Like they don't tell them nothing. Like whatever it is that they do, even if they know they're messing up, like they'll just let them do it. And I feel like that's kind of messed up because that's not helping a fighter or helping an artist, and like they ultimately not getting anywhere. So I feel like it's important to have a team by your side, a team that's mentally strong, a team that'll let you know when you're messing up, and when you're doing your thing, and correct you, and let you know when you need to do better.
Okay. Good question. That was a good answer too. Yes, sir. All right, this is number 9. And this is a random one. I know you kind of answered this earlier, but what's more challenging for you, being a boxer, doing this music, or being a teenager in high school?
Damn, that's a good one, honestly. I feel like out of all three, I feel like I'll probably have to put boxing in second place. I feel like music for me for sure is the easiest. Boxing takes second, but I feel like being a high school student for me, I feel like that's a bit challenging sometimes because I'm not even gonna lie, like school is important and all, bro, but it's crazy. Like I'll be telling some of my friends all the time, bro. Like when you know your dream, when you know your purpose, and you know where you're going in life, I feel like nothing else matters at that point. At least for me, I feel like at this point, since I know my dream, since I know my purpose, to me right now, nothing else matters. Not even school. And it's like, I like again, people don't have the vision, so they don't understand. But I'm like, bro, if you see what I'm seeing, if you see where I'm going, you'll be excited too, bro. Like, but for me, for sure, I feel like high school is probably a bit more challenging.
Damn, that's crazy. That's dope, man. Hey, more respect to you, man. Keep going, even if you feel like, you like, nigga, I got this. I'm finna make it and all that shit, bro. Just do it anyway. You feel me? You got it in the bag. Do that shit anyway. Put it under your belt, and more opportunities and more doors are opened up. Question number 10, though. Last question. You already know the winning team. We outside. PolitiKan per usual. Let's go. What's an ultimate goal you want to accomplish this year?
An ultimate goal that I want to accomplish this year. Um, well, I'm already turning pro, but Too Fast Promotions, bro. That's my new promotion company that I got rolling right now. And that's what I'm gonna really be pushing out this year, especially, when I turn pro. So expect to see that brand, all over the place. But yeah, that and turning pro, that's my ultimate goal right now. That's what I've been, working all my life for this exact moment right here. And it's crazy because for the longest time, we was always talking about, yeah, when you're 16, when you're about this age, you'll be ready. And it's like now it's finally here. And so, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm excited to see my future. You feel me? I'm ready, but ultimately I know that everything is, in God's timing. So.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes,
Blessings to
sir.
you. I appreciate you, man. That was my 10 questions, man. You already know what it is. DBK.
Before we move forward, let me just give another shout out and a round of applause to your parents.
For real.
Yeah, for sure.
They have done a wonderful job with you thus far, keeping you focused, I want to thank you as a young Black male coming from the city of Compton, showing people that you can still be the rose that grew from concrete, that you do not have to bang or slang just because of where you're from, that you can conduct yourself like a young gentleman. And thank you for showing your diligence and your grit and resilience, because you have been working hard for a very long time. So a round of applause to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'm only a young gentleman, a young Black man.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
You said an example, brother.
Exactly.
All right, so Jaiden, before we get up out of here, man, just tell everybody where they can find you. Tell them about whatever to look out for coming from you in the near future.
Right, yeah, for sure. So you can go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Jaiden Too Fast. That's JAIDEN number 2 and the word fast. And like I said, I'm really pushing to turn pro this year. So make sure y'all tune in and make sure y'all look out for me turning pro and my pro debut soon. And yeah, look out for Too Fast Promotions too. You already know what it is. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Well, when you get that first fight, come holla at us. We do the videography, all the shit. We'll get your media up. Tell your team tap in with us.
Period.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, this is another episode, man, of PolitiKan per usual. Artists, business makers, everybody just tap in, man. Get your interview, man. Link in the bio, man. We ain't playing no games. We finna get to it, man. That's it. That's all, man. You just gonna get this work, and we're gonna keep eating y'all niggas up and showing y'all niggas the way, you know. Sometimes you gotta be a trailblazer, so that's what we doing out here. We blazing these trails, man. PolitiKan per usual.